Benny Blanco always told me this. Skrillex always told me to use this plugin. Another trick I learned from Max. I just learned all my tricks from Max. Babyface always told me to do this. My friend Golan told me this. He's a really good songwriter. Julian Bunetta did that on some early One Direction stuff. Lou Bell always told me to like cut it off at the end where it sounds like unexpected. One thing I love doing, another trick I learned from Max. I just learned all my tricks from Max. Lo-fi. Actually, no, not this lo-fi. That one that works too, but this one works a little bit better. This air lo-fi. You can hear this on a lot of Ariana Grande records and just pop records in general. You had me so convinced you love me from. A little bit of grit goes a long way. You had me so convinced you love me from the beginning. You had me so convinced you love me from the beginning. You had me so convinced you love me from the beginning. Let's do it on these too. You had me so just add something, I can't explain it. You had me so convinced you loved me from the beginning. And now I know that I was wrong. You had me so convinced you loved me from the beginning. And now I know that I was wrong. Come on, boy, you gotta go and get. It could do, come on, but I don't think it's necessary. Let's take some lows out of this harmony right here, make it a little bit thinner. You had me so convinced you loved me from the beginning. Turn the reverb. You had me so convinced you loved me from the beginning. And now I know that I was wrong. Boy, you gotta go and get my. So this is what I usually do on a set of 4 background vocals. I have the come on, the very frontal nasally kind of thing, and then Babyface always told me to do this, to layer it with like a barely audible whisper and then a slightly more notey whisper. So we'll do the slightly more notey whisper. This is what this is right here. So instead of come on, you do come on. I guess it's falsetto would be an easy way to say it. Just layer it in, but like morphing your voice to make it just sound like to support the other vocal. Understand me, come on. Sounds kind of nice. Okay, and one more. Understand me, come on, boy, you gotta go and get my. Come on, boy, you gotta go and get my. Come on, boy. Might not even need the little whisper. We'll do it anyway since I said it. Come on. Just that. Come on. Understand me, come on, boy, you gotta go and get my. Because it sounds like a crowd. You're doing that. Maybe on those whispers, just take a simple EQ or one band. Just do a high pass. Super airy. Sorry, I know that metronome's annoying. Group them together and kind of turn it down and blend them in. This is without it. This is with it. Add something, which is pretty cool. Ooh. One day you'll know that everything comes back around. And same thing on that. Inevitable. You're splitting up the words, so you gotta like super pronounce it so it doesn't get lost in the sauce. Like, what the hell is he saying? It's never round. Little singing trick too, if you really want to super pronounce something. My friend Golan told me this. He's a really good songwriter. He told me this 5 years ago. Just like over smile, like creepy dude at Disneyland smile. Once never. And then it gets the super high-end sibilance out. It's never round. It's never that every round. It's never that every
It's inevitable that it's inevitable. It's inevitable that it's inevitable.
And just the last note.
It's inevitable that it's inevitable.
Nice.
It's inevitable that it's inevitable that everything comes back around. One day you'll know that everything comes back around.
Just like adjust that fade a little bit. Minuscule fade.
Everything comes back around.
I just like how it ends. Lou Bell always told me to like cut it off at the end, like just like a little bit, like where it sounds like unexpected, because it makes the listener maybe want to listen to it again, like they missed it, like they messed up or something like that. AKA like The Sopranos, like cutting off, don't stop. Well, not supposed to sing songs, so we won't use that example, but you know what I mean. You guys know what I mean.
I begged her, wishing I could go back in time. I miss the way life used to be.
That sounds like pretty damn good to me. And I'm gonna bounce it out, and then we're gonna do something after the bounce too, which is, I'll do it sometimes. It just adds a little bit more character. All of these songs that you hear on, wherever you listen to music are all pretty much in A441. So it's sometimes kind of nice to speed them up a little bit. And like Julian Bunetta did that on some early One Direction stuff, where he finished it and then sped it up, and it was kind of like in between keys. Like it wasn't B flat major, it wasn't B major, it was kind of like B flat and a half major. So that's a good place to get it. And
I begged her, wishing I could go back in time.
Nice. Bounce it down to fully waved and 2448. We'll call it day 2, 1.0. Make sure it's going through the right output, because that would suck. And it doesn't need to be 20. Let's do 16, 40, 41. You bounce it out. Wait for it to slowly bounce out. I feel like when they made Everybody Wants to Rule the World, it's super interesting, by Tears for Fears. It's in D major, but they sped it up to make it a little bit faster, and it was in between keys. And I seriously believe, like, being the nerd I am, I pitched it down to its original tempo. It's like too slow. So you take the master off, make it active. You go to your bounce folder. Look at all these drum sounds. ABC, day 2. Import it in. And I'll do this when I'm like writing songs sometimes. Like I'll make a sample and speed it up and then build a whole new song around it. But obviously this is a finished product. So go to anything, go to, we'll use time shift. Put it in very speed, kind of just with your ear. Pick where it is best suitable.
I begged her, wishing I could go back in time. I miss the way life used to be. I'm wondering if it will all be alright.
30.
This is what she said to me.
Before.
When you get to my age,
After.
you'll see a lot lot of things,
Hear it before?
but it's okay if
After.
you don't see it now.
Very subtle, but speeds it up. It's what they do on the radio anyway, but now your song will stand out. If it's in a playlist, your song will stand out because most of them are going to be at 441, unless they're smart like us. You go into your clips, export as files, export it again as a 16:441. Same folder. Let's not do it. Let's just do it to the desktop. Here it is.
I begged her, wishing I could go back in time. I miss the way life used to be.
It makes it more interesting. Just pitch it like that 30% semitone, whatever it is, cents or something. Just makes it a hell of a lot more interesting. Skrillex always told me to use this plugin. This is the best transient master plugin. You just... It's not really giving me the punch, so I want to put it on the track. Bringing the attack up kind of just makes it hit just a little bit more. Ooh, and I brought this, I didn't even know that was going to happen. I brought the sustain down on my vocal track. Listen to how it was, and listen to it now. It's kind of dope. So now you can't like really tell what instrument that is. Like if I were to play you that, having you not seen what I just did, like it kind of sounds like a string instrument with a hybrid of a dog howling. I don't know. Something really simple like that. That's going to give it some rhythm. Okay, so I could easily play that in on MIDI like this. 2, 3. You could do something like this, like. But in my mind, and Benny Blanco always told me this, like record each note separately, then you have individual control over each note. So I'm gonna like take my time and just play the F. And then I'm gonna play the A flat. And now the E flat. And now the C. And then the A flat. And then I could easily copy and paste the other F, but I'm going to play it for different velocity. And now. And then. So now, I'm just going to quantize these just so they're on the grid. I'm going to print it to audio since I hate MIDI. I've just never liked it. I always work using audio and like trimming it and adjusting the attack and the sustain just feels so final. I don't know. So see that little transient right there, I'm going to trim that up and kind of just make it a little, take the click off so you can, and I want to kind of fade it out a little bit because in my mind from this voice note I was doing a little bit shorter, so I'm going to just do that here as well. I'll make it bigger. There we go. Ooh. Ding. That's good. I always commit it. I don't know. You don't have to. It's just something I've always done. I'm going to do the same thing with this A flat here. Oh, I'm going to drag it. Hold on a second. And look, now it's not going to tail over anything. Just fix that little fade. See, it's like going up so you can kind of hear the click a little bit. So I'm just going to do a gentle crossfade. Here's it without the click. Nice and clean. I'm going to do that here too with this. Going to crossfade that E flat. I start to like sing along with it, even though it's like not even kind of done. Here's that, crossfade that. I could easily just like highlight them all and do like the little quick fades, but there's something, I don't know why, I feel like if I do it by hand, it just feels more natural. I could be completely wrong, it could be a complete placebo, but I think you need these fun placebos to make the music sound personal. Like, there's that. Okay. There's the loop.